Tiếp tục là cái web nữa, không gian dở. Đâu găng những chơi game được không? Có con gì á, nó ăn, nó cắn mấy cục đất này nè.
Sorry, that shocked
You are not Farina.
the sweet...
Fosalo.
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. The heavenly...
Deceiving.
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. One was not amused, and she knew full well that the prophecy... And as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly principles at one's peril. So yes, as you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible... I spent a terribly long time mulling it over. Alone on the ocean, I had to outwit... I'm a genius, I know. I can... Although, looking back now, it was hardly the inherent... But one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I...
So you were also once one of the...
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even after becoming a god. I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as the me you see before. She could feel joy, sorrow, and her strengths were of a kind. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human. Anyway, so all part of the plan, of course. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophet? In order that under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Fosalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is...
But Farina is... Even though she has had...
It has indeed. It's been fought, and all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely.
Nhắn tin dữ ta. Có gì đó. Nè, nhức răng rồi, không có đi được.
Oh, who permitted you to come onto this? All right. It is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need. I am Fossil.
Nè, nhức răng rồi. Nói cho nghe lớn rồi, phải đi bằng chính đôi chân của mình. Trải nghiệm mà, tự bản năng trải nghiệm.
Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough. Fulfill our pact.
Rise with the sun! Try and stop me!
Bow your head.
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards!
Đâm đòn đầu được tới tới 51 lần vậy. Phế mà vẫn trưởng ra đâm.
cái ống hút con bự ốc. Cái ống hút con bự ốc. Uống đá ít lại. Mưa tới luôn. Đóng cho nó đi chứ này là khỏi dí nước về luôn. Chắc chỉ lướt tới cái màn hình nó đã bạn. Khi đổi màn hình nó xấu xấu sao.
Farina.
Mà trên đây
Huh?
nó quen.
Who's that?
Mưa luôn.
Who's calling me? Where are you? Be not nervous. Be not afraid. Wait a moment. You're
Chắc tích được
near
khoảng
me?
3 con cỡ đó.
How
Mới với lại cày ghét ở trong mấy
near you, huh? Near me.
200-300 con.
The prophecy.
What prophecy? The people will all.
Lúc mình
Oh,
cũng quay vui
What? But
quay xe không.
doesn't that mean everyone will?
Quay nào.
I will tell you.
Quay anh làm
As for that, if there were scale,
I suppose this would also be the justice. Huh? Don't worry. It's
play as.
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed, then all hope will be lost.
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you all remember.
So,
To accomplish this mission, you will have to stay on the stage, but I promise you,
trial.
Bữa không làm tới đây. Dạ chờ nó một xíu. Tao lấy kìa.
Cái nước kìa uống nè.
Uống nè. Ở đây á. Lấy miếng nước uống vô. Quái gì đâu vậy? Quái cái này không có nhảy nữa.
What should I say? To most. Like I'm sure you've all heard. In truth, as the god Fosalor, the god once again. This. I thought I might.
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses.
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a.
Wait, what's going on? Right. Calm down, Farina. Think.
Mẹ đây có chai nước muối gì nè.
Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet. Well, you may consider my Now then.
So that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that
Làm
we
nước
were...
muối à cha.
It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before. Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. Best, my dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you,
Để biết
keep.
nãy
We have heard it said that this nation. No, this won't work.
nhưng mình chạy qua
They'll
nãy đó
suspect
tổng
me
mình
again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again.
8 tin nhắn
I
hết trơn
must
he.
play the role that they want me to play.
Cái gì dữ trời.
No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they. The scales of justice
Đi coi
may
đứa bỏ phiếu đầu
law
á.
be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be. There is no trouble in this world that, so long as I, the Archon Fosalor, stand within the Opera Epiclese, so long as I.
Rồi có gì lát tao chạy ra dọn đồ mà. Mày chơi giùm tao nha. Đang mưa tới.
Lady Farina, here are today's case reports.
Besides, a magnificent.
That's true,
No need for fright. And do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now.
Lady Farina,
No need to thank me. Or rather, thank your own sense of perseverance instead. Long have you stood in line to meet me, have you not? Oh, I'm afraid that's just an inevitable consequence of my divine charm. All right, Deoteria, is it? How is your son's illness?
you remembered me, and you knew of my. He is doing. You're such.
Lady Farina.
I see. It's as I thought then. All manner of signs. Really? Have. Is that. The day is finally over. But it's good to see that maybe this is fine.
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports.
There'll be.
Rồi mưa luôn.
Lady Farina.
Indeed, my dear.
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant hydrological anomalies.
Understood. Keep monitoring. I feel utterly exhausted.
Lady Farina. It's... I've heard that the first member of our family...
What is it?
Are you crying?
This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god.
No wonder.
So, into hundreds of years, I never imagined. Have I want to tell someone I've condemned. All I can do is keep heart.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder, although I don't know what you might be keeping.
Share my that's impossible.
But even if your bird, just share it with me.
A witness. And if Tevat is in... If that's the case... He's right. But if things don't play out as No, Farina. But what if... Farina, you've worked so hard. Is it such an... If you let this opportunity... Think about it. Long and hard. No. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance.
Fine.
Con rùa của tao là máy full gold hả? Tao đéo biết. Nó nuôi tới giờ mới biết.
So even Farina doesn't know?
Yes, it had to be. She did very well. If she had let her, it seems that trusting humanity was...
I believe that I understand. How would you build on this
Good, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of... I'm sure you've long sensed...
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within...
And then I became one with the oratories, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes. Alas, your In truth, it is Oh. My work over these But really, some have already discovered that the vast majority had to be accumulated to
It was all a part of your plan then? Both the trial and the sentence?
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, but only
So the oratrices call for the destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent...
Returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the... No, what? The authority of the...
All you've done throughout the year...
I've never quite seen it that way. Hydro Dragon. I must say, had it been within my... Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea. And I, for my... Speaking of justice... I have always believed that just so, if the theft of the primordial seas, then leaving matters of in other words, defying the at this point, Iudex Neuvillette.
So when I was invited to the court of Fontaine to serve as at last. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries, you are a devious one, Focalor. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be.
Có đâu hàng chục ngàn like Genshin.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Ex Nervalette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Was that bright light?
It's time to end this. I have gained the strength. We should seize the opportunity, traveler. Now that the oryx, the root of the come with me, traveler.
Dạ, để con đem xuống để dưới đừng nhớ. Tại đợt đó dọn cái trọ nên đem lên trên để cho nó gọn, đầu quên.
Size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient life. I shall look for it. I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
Show no mercy!
Silence!
Lolling! He's Papa! Wrath of the sky!
All devouring power cannot resist its instinct to devour. To continue to trigger its hostility, chance will present itself.
scary over there. It's very scary.
Be sanctified. I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its roots from within.
Pyroclastic surge! You two! Time to end!
Silence!
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but... oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
Power. Who are you exactly?
Hyman has an idea. It's just that he is the
I simply did not have anything to... so you may speak to me as I have to... that kind of power. All in all.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed...
The point
Well, being... so what sort of person...
Oh, right. His name is Sertologi.
Huh?
I am
So Master is insufficiently famous.
the foul.
Still nothing...
Oh, that one we've heard...
Oh. So, but I suppose you understand now, yeah?
Wait, didn't you all...
Actually, never mind that. That the all-devouring gnar... such roiling as such. The Fontaine back on the surface has most like... in other words...
What?
Not to worry.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Hey!
Help! Over here!
All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! It's receding!
It's a miracle!
It's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Are you alright?
We're saved. The prophecy was wrong. The soul renewed. Old soil can skyship winglook. The various people always call the first researcher. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the report.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created...
Paimon's curious.
And that's exactly why I'd like you to...
Are you sure?
Oh, this time we'll be...
Ôi xong. Làm xong rồi lắm. Quá trời nhiệm vụ trên bản đồ rồi. Rảnh đi làm đi á. Đóng nhiệm vụ trên bản đồ á. Làm xong đóng đó bú cũng phải được hơn 100 gold. Cái map này chạy đã. Chạy đâu cũng thấy mình đặt. Mắt tao chạy hết thấy. Hoàng cái này. Chưa nhận được. Ơi. Có dòng chảy địa mạch nè. Dòng chảy địa mạch. X2 toàn bộ lên. Đó. Farm tiền được nè. Dòng chảy địa mạch này là X2 vật phẩm rơi nè. Farm sách kinh nghiệm, farm tiền đồ được luôn nè. Đúng farm sách kinh nghiệm và farm vàng. Dòng chảy địa mạch diễn ra trong 7 ngày. Sao mà tính farm gì? Ôi nhà hát giả tưởng cập nhật luôn nè. Để gì đó. Ơi được nè. Ui đúng bài luôn em ơi. Nước cây lửa hay thảo. Cây thảo là đúng bài rồi. Cây lửa cũng được luôn. Có hai nước không có con nào mạnh thôi. Phải đợt đó mà quay được con. Phải đợt đó mà tao quay được con Mulani thay vì con Chasa là tao tự tin cái nhà hát lần này tao full sao rồi.
Oh, it's you.
Hey,
I'm here to update myself on... let me introduce you.
Có được hai con
This is Mr. Garut, our resident...
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours, but if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role?
I get where you're coming from.
That would be fun.
Oh, you're back too. How are you?
We finished laying down the
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole...
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking if...
Forget it.
I see. Well, if we're talking about doing things for mice, of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then...
How did it go? Was it a...
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more... All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clarand. Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
Tiếp.
Whoa, you're well informed.
That's a...
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon.
You're right. Stay safe now. And tell me if you...
Đi 30 rồi ra. Sống và có quyền mơ mộng.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real mistake.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Dude, did you have...
Of course.
It's an honor to finally meet the much...
No need to thank.
Of course.
All right then, this way.
Hey,
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want...
Sir, please.
But it looks...
No, I just...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually... The boat that brought about a miracle. Still, if I might ask...
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our...
Really?
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps...
Did you really have to use the word... Well, then,
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to...
Ah, siege...
Hey, Miss Charlotte.
Sure, huh? Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been...
Same old, as you can see.
Other than that flying ship.
That's why I decided to...
You're too kind, sir.
Hôm qua mày đăng cái livestream
I
hôm
see.
nay mày đăng có 30 phút.
I'll tell them that there's good news and...
Oh, actually...
What change can there be? As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave...
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
Ngôi nhà chỉ nghi rồi.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, traveler, let's go.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? All right. Last stop, the docks.
Nơi chúng ta bắt đầu.
It's over.
Bây giờ mày đang... Nói là gì nè? Nói là quá khứ qua đó rồi lấy cho nhiều nguồn chắc đó là thầy. Rồi gì là không biết lết nha, rồi tự nhiên vô những chữ tụi mình mới đây này. Nó không nghe, thích thì xem thích thôi, đúng không? Vô xem cái máu đúng sạc máu. Đúng không? Được rồi, tới bây giờ cho biết mình hết. Chúc các bạn nghe chảy. Chúc cái gì? Chúc vui hay. Cuối clip chúc gì vui. Chúc các bạn nghe chảy. Mà dù là shipper dừng lại ở mãi tập. Đang cách đây 3 năm mà dừng lại mãi tập.
Navia mentioned that she stayed...
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket? What sort of gadget? It's a wondrous bag that can be trick a friend.
Siết 2 chứ lộn. Tập 1 khá là nhiều.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Cái này lúc này tao mới đăng lần đầu. Với chế độ...
Is this what...
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet.
Chế độ bắn
Could I have your contact, please?
Sure.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine social.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to...
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Mỗi tập cũng gần cả tiếng.
Oh, it'll work out.
Lynette, could you...
Got it.
cũng là chơi chế độ.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. Father says that you
Lại chơi
did.
chế độ đó.
That's all right. We were more than happy to
Ba
help.
tập đầu tôi còn chơi chế độ đó
Oh,
không?
I guess you haven't heard.
Đúng rồi.
Well, after Lady
Là này
Fr-
lại tiếp tục chơi chế độ đó.
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself.
Chơi mãi một chế độ.
It could have been done as an apology for the. Furthermore, Father did also let.
That's true.
I would agree. I suspect you'll have to.
But back to...
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to.
That's true. When you think about it, we had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Father.
Well, what do you know?
Are you going to take the gnosis back?
That is our duty. Don't be too preoccupied with switching my masks. Well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh?
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians. The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, traveler, Paimon.
To move things about?
That's right. I guess this must be luck. All right, then.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte, huh? Shall we go see what Neverlette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time.
Chắc 11 làm lại 8 tháng trước rồi. Hồi đầu năm trước. Tại không có thời gian rồi bắn rồi edit chết mẹ luôn. Thành ra tao không có edit mẹ nhưng lười làm cái ảnh đó. Lớp luôn chết lên.
Ê, ông nghĩ nó có khi nào lúc phút sau này sẽ trắng thành cái pha trắng vì cái thành chi trái của skin rồi. Không biết biết sao trái gì cái skin rồi.
So, you really are here, Neverlette.
Mới biết sao mà có hình của con
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Lin. In any case, you came at a good time.
Alright, let's have it then.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste.
So that's what happened? Fossilor destroyed the different... But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did.
For me, the Fontanians were but so long as those. In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontanians became true.
Fossilor must have counted on you. Yeah!
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he won't. But whether it be by sentiment, as for the judgment passed by the oratrice during the whether it was due to that liability by...
Guess Fossilor... hang on a sec. Back when Fontaine...
Life has always flowed like...
Yeah! Lynette said the fountain is...
In truth, those Oceanids...
Paimon...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Hang on a sec. When we spoke to Linny Earl, we guessed that they're...
No. So regarding this specific issue, I will... In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
What the fuck? Anh ơi, hôm nay đúng không? Làm theo Tiêu anh God, anh biết tăng nhiêu người chơi không? Tăng 400.000 người chơi. Rồi mua bản quyền không anh ơi? Đủ quá. Mua bản quyền của bên Tiêu anh God luôn anh ơi.
What next?
I can find. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons. But with something very simple. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
I do not know.
You should have the remains of...
Remains?
Huh.
Well, that much is... But I fear I have never heard of it.
I've been training. It is only natural for those who are greater. Regardless, to live in itself is...
What do you mean?
No.
This third
Master, if you're interested, though.
Next time, you will...
I do.
Chắc sống này nghỉ. Lười quá lười.
That's what...
The remains? So that's...
All the same,
And she said...
if she speaks... I guess that you might all... That means that the... I wonder.
Like, no, comparing the traveler to the dead third, that's what you say, but this...
I too believe it unwise to make too many
Alright.
Yes.
But...
I suppose that would be the mystery. I suspect not.
Yeah.
But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in life flows like water. And rain is the final answer. And what ultimately...
Game bét hở có nhớ không? Tôi biết studio đem về Việt Nam cái rồi cũng chết luôn á nhớ không này? Game này nó làm cũng chết á. Ủa 30 viên thạch nè.
Light of the blazing sun!
Một cục gon.
Ôi, đừng có gon bừa đấy. Rồi.
Còn nút nhận thưởng gì nè?
Nó dịch chuyển luôn, dịch chuyển thẳng tới đại sảnh.
Nãy thấy kêu nói chuyện với con gì nữa như em đéo luôn. Rồi biến mất. Rồi thấy cho mày hết nhiệm vụ rồi.
Ad Astra Ab. Thank you for coming.
Nó cứ đi vô bên này.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Nói tiếng nhà cái ông nào phê béo lên đi không? Ông cứ làm mấy béo tự nhiên cái trụ bắn gì đó xuống chết người biết không bên này. Cái ông nào béo béo chơi á. Ảo phải cứ ông cứ sao mà nhảy thì trụ hoặc đứng như trong nhà vẽ cái bóc xuống ảo bên này. Kiểu giống diễn lắm bên này. Ảo cực. Nhưng toàn bắn trúng mấy cái đang live stream cái con bên này. Không đang live stream cái đó biết không?
Chúng ta được phẩm mà con này thì quá ngon. Giờ thì hái một cách.
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the
Ê,
light.
mà ra Free Fire đéo có coi trọng người chơi đâu này. Mấy game kia coi trọng người chơi, ông kia bạn tiếp highlight trong mấy bài nhảy ra biết không này. Rồi bắn cái rồi lên mấy bài ngồi lại biết không? Được làm cái trailer của game luôn rồi đúng không?
Are the same.
Người chơi đúng không này?
Except we call that light
Mày làm highlight
hope.
Free Fire dẹp qua bên luôn đúng không? Ảo cỡ nào Free Fire cũng dẹp qua bên hết đúng không? Đéo có này nọ rồi. Chả chịu nữa hết đi câu không?
Đi, còn 4.6 nữa hả?
Đây coi như em
Đi,
đi đúng không?
trở về con đường khổ áo.
Đi đúng không?
Từ từ.
Rồi phải chịu chứ mấy.
Trời ơi, ai hiểu nỗi đau này.
Mấy tiếng mà bữa nay tự nhiên muốn đi chơi ngang hết.
Ai hiểu được cái nỗi đau mà còn đóng một dàn nhiệm vụ dài thòn mà nhìn mở bản đồ lên thấy ở đâu cũng thấy nhiệm vụ.
Em hiểu được nè.
Chưa mở hết vụ dịch chuyển nè, một cái nhiệm vụ nè, hai cái nhiệm vụ nè.
Hai em bởi vì em hiểu được.
Rồi sao đi qua đây nè, mà đi kích cái chịu dịch cái tủ đệm sáng nó
Lấy cây bóng được anh hai, lấy cây bóng trước đi, nếu không lấy cây kia ra đổi cái này.
để nhận cái gì này
Anh thấy không? Sách này một cộn, đúng không?
để nhận nhiệm vụ đó.
Để cái chai này một cộn nhiều á.
Nhận đi mai mốt khỏi tốn công.
Như có cộn mấy chỗ bay hơi anh này. Sức quanh bay.
Đúng nào nè. Nó ta làm nhiệm vụ rồi cái đảo bên đó biến mất rồi. Mày chưa làm cái đảo còn.
Try and stop me!
Đi đảo chỉ chơi trong nước.
Làm xong cái phần nhiệm vụ đó thì nó biến mất. Cái đảo nó để dưới mắt. Cái màu không giống còn thể màu của nó.
Chỗ nào để
Rev the engines!
Lấy dùng táo ốc cho ra ở ngoài ở trong buồng, nhưng tao không biết giờ này tao đi được không. Nhanh lên đi, nhanh lên này. Còn chạy cái chỗ nó tao đang nhận luôn, mai mốt khỏi nhận.
Ủa? Rồi cái bên nghe em đâu, sao gớt lại? Phải làm kiếm này nó lại một gian em, mà phải bên em hay đeo không nhỉ? Tờ dính ngay bên em hay đeo không này?
Thì áo bên kia đâu lắp lại bên đó.
Ừ. Tại em đeo của mình không?
Mà em còn bị điếc nữa. Đeo hai bên em hết nghe gì luôn. Mọi điện thoại luôn, bia tới luôn. Kêu bả ra, bia mẹ ơi! Vừa tặng cái là tới.
Trời còn mưa cũng tới luôn.
Làm gì lúc gì trời. Cái bạc nó ngồi nó mày à.
Try and stop me!
Xem có
Nghe nó nói hoài vô nhiệm vụ luôn á. Ủa đây nhiều tin đẹp lắm nè. Rồi xong luôn nhắn tao bao luôn. Muốn còn mất được không? Rồi còn đóng chỗ chưa mở. Sáng cũng gần hết rồi đó. Inazuma còn nguyên khu vực ở đảo Summeru chưa mở nè. Summeru khỏi bàn nguyên nữa, cái Summeru hơn nữa cái Summeru luôn cũng không chừng chưa mở.
Bên đảo khu chị chưa mở đúng không?
Khu cát chưa mở, sa mạc chưa mở. Nguyên khu sa mạc chưa mở luôn. Đóng chỗ